Today I'm going to show you how to do my simple mirrorless camera hack. One of the biggest misconceptions with photography nowadays is that if you have a mirror in your camera, you have to keep it. But with the Z6, the Z7, the Canon EOS R, what we've seen is that cameras don't need mirrors. So if you don't like your mirror flopping around in your camera making a bunch of noise and racket, you can simply remove it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. One of the most important things about doing this camera hack is that you make sure all of your tools are grounded, which means no static electricity is introduced to your camera sensor. So I always like to use yellow string because it actually conducts electricity better than any other color because electricity is yellow. So you make sure and you tie a string, a wire, something around all your tools, and you want to also wrap it around something metal, like a lamp or pretty much anything else, a chair, anything metal will work. So now that our tool is grounded, we're actually ready to do the hack. In order for this hack to work correctly, you have to use a camera manufactured after 2008. So I'm going to use a Nikon D850, but any camera from the last 10 years should be able to work. You're going to want to make sure your camera has a full battery and that it's relatively clean because you don't want to introduce any dust to the camera sensor. Again, make sure your tools are grounded, attached to something metal, and then place your camera on something solid that's not going to move. So what you're going to do is carefully remove the cap, making sure not to get dust in there. Make sure the battery is full and everything's functioning properly. So you take your grounded tool, and what you want to do is you want to press and hold the shutter down. And as the mirror is going up, you want to grasp the mirror firmly. And once you have the mirror grasped firmly, what you want to do is you want to do it with a twisting motion. So you just kind of twist this mirror, and if you do it quickly, it should come right off. So I'm going to keep working on this as delicately as possible without getting any dust on my sensor, and then I'll show you the final result. So now that I have all of the debris removed, you can see it's nice and clean in there and everything works just like it should. If your camera's having problems operating after the removal of the mirror, you probably didn't get all the pieces out or your tools weren't grounded and you introduced static to the sensor, which fried your camera. But if everything worked well, you should have a brand new camera without that pesky mirror.